Oh, multi-level parking. I didn't know this existed. I've seen some reel a couple of years back. Alright, if you see this particular camera, Sony a7S3, and this is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. But from the time I got this camera and this particular microphone, I've been vlogging straight out of the box. Today is the first time I changed some settings in it. You can go and check the settings on your YouTube. There is a 4K option available. Try to see this ugly face in 4K. Me karma. But then the clarity, I mean, we have to upgrade, we have to move it times. Public demand but we are going, okay? Another thing I have to talk about is this particular camera, the beautiful DJI Osmo Action 6. This one also same mistake I did. Straight out of the box, I started vlogging. The ISO was bumped up, so the clarity really went down. All these things we are going to set today. We will have the best visual quality because 4K. Let's go do it. But I am going to take a different bike today. I have Panda's aka Naresh. His bike is with me, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. You know, actually the Royal Enfield, you people should change your marketing. I mean, they didn't do this on purpose, but whenever we hear the word Himalayan, we think that this is meant only for the mountains. Ladakh, Zanskar, itlanti places తీసుకోవాలి అనుకుంటాం. But I think that's wrong because it performs so well inside the city. I've done like 2000 plus kilometers if you remember the Mahabaleshwar trip. I've done a little bit of off-road on it. I've done proper city rides, and I realized that this bike performs really, really well in the city. So obviously, why not? We have to give the 120 FPS shots coming up in 3, 2. Alright, we are on the legendary Himalayan 450. This is the best part. You see, it turns a lot. Like the turning radius is amazing. You want to make a quick U-turn like this. Just balance your bike a little bit like this. Counterbalance, and it's so easy to ride. You can become a junkie on this bike. I don't understand why this was advertised so much towards adventure touring. First things first, I need to return this bike to Panda today. Arey, is it going to rain? Sriman got bike. If I have to take the bike out, that's it. It will 99.99%, no, 100% it will rain. Seriously, dude, I did not expect it's going to rain today. Today I have to give the bike back to him. I kept it for almost like a week or so. You know, evenings I'm taking it out, just to clear my mind. Not on the S1000 because it's difficult to ride in these kinds of roads, right? Suddenly there'll be a speed breaker, suddenly there'll be a pothole. That bike is meant, if I want to enjoy that bike, I have to take it to the highway only. With this bike, this kind of chota speed breaker, I don't even stop, I just jump over it. It's so much fun. And I don't understand, this is what I'm saying, right? Everyone looks at the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 as a adventure tourer only. But I think, at least for me, personal choice, I feel this bike is more capable in the street than highways. Highways also it is very good. If you remember, I took it to the Mahabaleshwar trip and I had a lot of fun. I mean, you will not feel any miles on it. By the way, that is a Bullet, if I'm not wrong, Royal Enfield Bullet. That was one legendary bike. That is what made Royal Enfield, right? This is the best part. The mid-range is very, very torquey. I think you get up to 40 Nm torque at literally 5500 RPM. You get the peak torque. Such a fun bike to ride in the city. Royal Enfield, if you're listening to me, I think you have to re-market this as a street bike as well. I know it doesn't look like that. That is what people think. It looks like a proper adventure tourer and people mistake it. And look at the roads. These are the kinds of roads you have in metro cities in India, right? Put it in second gear in this kind of speed, 20 kilometers per hour, and the engine talks. You get the best mid-range. Ample power. Genuinely, I love riding this bike in the city. Filtering is so easy. You are very confident because you sit straight like this, commanding position like an SUV. You can look all over the cars and stuff. And then the pull is so quick. Don't get intimidated. If you remember, I went for the Mahabaleshwar trip. So next stop, time is 12:30 in the afternoon. we'll be stopping for lunch. And non-stop, I think I did around 150 to 160 kilometers without moving my saddle, without moving my butt out of the seat. I was able to clock around 180 kilometers. I even like the dash. You see that? Very modern it looks. And even though it is like bright and sunny right now, it's still very visible. In the nights, it switches to dark mode automatically. That's really cool. See, these kinds of filtering, confidence inspiring. Yeah, this is a lot of confidence you can get in the city. This way I cannot ride any other bike, especially street bikes, because of the lower suspension travel. This one has huge tires and huge suspension, almost 200 mm suspension, and that matters a lot. Suspension matters a lot, because I'll tell you why. Suddenly there'll be a speed breaker, suddenly there'll be a big pothole, especially monsoon season. Doesn't matter which season is it, you can nicely ride this bike, go anywhere, take it everywhere. All of a sudden I wanted to go for a off-road session, I can take this bike and go. And this kind of traffic, bumper to bumper traffic, it's very easy to balance. Slow traffic also, I don't need to put my legs down. That's the best part. See, without putting your leg down, the bike balances well. City ka bike hai yaar, this one. It produces a very healthy 40 PS at 8000 RPM. And I think if you want to buy a bike and use it in the city, you have to get a bike that has very good mid-range torque, because that is the most usable band. If you're getting a bike that has torque around 8000 RPM or 7000 RPM, it doesn't make sense, because you have to go on the highway for that. You have to reach a certain speed for that. I think you should have torque right from, let's say, 3000 RPM onwards. That you get in parallel twins, you get it in single cylinder, because that's the nature of the engine. You get torque very quickly. So select a bike that has good low end and mid range, not high end torque. Ample power. See, such bumps, no issues. I don't even care. The long travel suspension, almost 200 mm suspension travel, both rear and front. I don't need to worry about it. So if I have to get my sports bike or my S1000 or anything like that, it becomes really difficult to do that. You want to jump over, very comfortable you can do that. Sudden bump, no issues. Royal Enfield, you somehow nailed the engine. This is one of the best engines I've ridden in recent times. I personally am a fanboy of Triumphs, and I really love the Triumph Speed 400. That has one of the best refinements, I feel. But something that came really close or even on par with the Triumph engine is definitely the 450's engine. They did some magic in this, and they put it in the right bike. Put in the right gear, pull it. Don't feel intimidated with the size of this bike. Just take the bike. Once go for a test ride in the city. In core traffic you go, okay? That is where this bike properly shines, I feel. See, though I mentioned that my personal favorite bike is definitely the Triumph Speed 400 in the 400cc segment, I personally wouldn't go for it. Main thing is it doesn't have muscle. The appearance, I mean, it's a personal choice. Engine is a gem, no doubt. But then if you need a bike that can do a lot of things, right? Speed 400 is a proper street bike. You can take it to Ladakh and all that. Any bike, you can take a cycle also. But the thing is, it's not meant for that. Suddenly if you get like big potholes, water crossings and all that, that's not the right bike. This bike is going to nail that. And this bike, the best part is it can nail, you see, proper roads as well. Like you want to do urban. Sorry, I got carried away. Sometimes you go into desert sand, sometimes you wanted to do hardcore off-roading over rocks and stuff. And it's such a light bike that you can flick it like anything, bro. Do not get this bike if you want a bike to do only one thing. If you want an all-rounder bike, then you should think about this. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with only one bike. There's no chance to upgrade anything. U-turns here. Just counterbalance a little. Very comfortably you can turn the bike. I mean, I took a longer turn. Hey, this is something interesting here. This is very interesting. Oh, multi-level parking. I didn't know this existed. I've seen some reel a couple of years back. That's nice. Clutch is also very light. You see this? Like literally with 2 fingers you can operate it. But I think clutch and all these things, the throttle, this ride by wire, that is also beautiful. So that you have that precise inputs. Oh yeah, braking is also very punchy, very punchy. See that braking? Actually, it's not too crispy as well, but it's where it is like anger braking you completely. It's pretty progressive. Off-road smite will be really helpful. It shouldn't be like a super sport brake. And oh, wow, how can I forget the biggest nightmare of any guy who likes touring on his bike or even in the city is having tubed spoked wheels. Now that is also sorted because Royal Enfield actually gives you tubeless tires. That's the best part. Anyway, West, tell me, how is the audio, how is the video right now? This is going to be our default setting from now. Lot of patchy road, no issues, just glide through them. See, all this patchy road, impossible to do this on a super sport. No comparing anymore. Why are we comparing a super sport that has to be on Budh International Circuit versus a Himalayan that can be anywhere, right? Oh, one more thing, people think this is a tall bike. It is decently tall, but not very tall that it will intimidate you, okay? And also you get a low seat option in case you are a very short rider. So I'm saying, in case you're deciding on a street bike, once take a test ride of this. Because a lot of people sent me around the 400cc segment which bike they should go for. Definitely check out all the options you have in the market. But if I was there, if I have to purchase a street bike in that segment, I know we're calling this weirdly a street bike. I think this is an all-rounder. Okay, this is the route, I'm not sure, but yeah. Himalayan hai to no problem. You see this road? Absolutely no problem. Auntie, just konja meer chuskondi. Big speed breaker again, just jump through it. No stopping, nothing. This will turn into dark mode, you see now? There you go. Technology has advanced so much, right? Okay, on the whole, if you want street performance and sometimes you want to take it off-road and sometimes if you want to do long rides on highways, all of this to be done at once on one bike, only then go for the Himalayan 450. Now it doesn't do all these things, okay, it does everything pretty well, but is that a good thing? For some it is good, but for some it is bad, especially for the ones who are planning to have multiple bikes. So if you're someone who want to have a collection, you want an adventure tourer, you want a sport bike, you want a street bike, you want like 3 or 4 bikes, then maybe you have to skip the 450. But if you want an all-rounder doing all these things beautifully, that too at a very low cost in terms of maintenance and in terms of service, and especially one of the most important things when you travel a lot on motorcycles, having a big service network in the country is very important. Considering all this, you take your decision. If you're owner of the 450 or owner of any other bike, let me know what you think about my review of this bike. There might be negatives when I live with it for a couple of years, but definitely as an enthusiast, I would like to know more. If there is something, do let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Take care.